Asec, we just received a $450 million loan, is it, from the ADB? Can you tell us more about this, where it will be used, who's going to benefit from it?
Well, there are several loans that have been in the pipeline. In fact, there was also a loan signing just yesterday with JICA, the Japan Aid Agency. So
Yes.
ADB, JICA, World Bank, AIIB, they're all stepping up. No? And just to give a sense of the total portfolio, Luci, I think the largest component here really is budget support and infrastructure. There are also loans that are dedicated to improving healthcare and education. But really, the total target is more than 400 billion pesos, no? In terms of bridging the budget deficit. So that's where the development partners will be coming in. But we also have, of course, domestic sources, no, for borrowing. So it's all of that's combining in order to cover the deficit. It's part of the strategy, at least for this year, because again, we're really not expecting to go after new revenue sources right away. We really need to wait for the economy to recover, for businesses to recover, and then we'll start focusing on that. As I mentioned earlier, the idea is really to pump prime, no? And that includes the borrowings that you mentioned, as well as the various, sweeps that we've done in terms of the GOCCs, no, in terms of the various budgets that the DBM has been able to identify, as sources for providing support to the most vulnerable and to businesses.
Okay. If you were to allocate, how much of the loans will be for budget support, and how much of it in percentage will be used for subsidies?
Well, there's really no mutual exclusivity between the two, because some of the budget support does mention that we are able to use this to help the most vulnerable through subsidy programs. So what budget support really allows us to do is to be flexible, but at the same time, we must be very prudent and responsible with these resources, because we will be paying this back, and our children will be paying this back. No? So what we need to do is make sure that what we spend on, whether they're subsidies or infrastructure programs or digital connectivity projects, really have an impact in terms of the welfare of the people and responding to the immediate needs, or also to projects that have pretty good ROI, in terms of the economic internal rate of return. So it's a combination of all of these, really, and it's a balancing act, Luci, that we're working on. Or was it Amy who asked the question? I'm sorry. But what we really want to do is to make sure that we keep within the limits that the economic managers have set, which is really, to be specific, to be within 9% or thereabouts of debt relative to GDP, and to stay within the 50%. 9% for the deficit, the budget deficit, and around not more than 50% for our debt to GDP. That will keep us in the median of our peers, whether it's in the ASEAN region or countries that are in similar credit rating status. And because of that, then that makes us a reliable development partner and a responsible borrower. So we want to stay within these parameters so that we're able to manage our economy in a way that our children and our children's children can still benefit, from the good credit rating that we have.